And we're live. Hello, everyone. So, apologies on being a couple minutes late. Just had some last-minute changes that needed to be made because we needed to. Oh my god, my audio is already coming through. There we go. Had to fix that. So, welcome. This is Damocles Rising, hosted by VOFT. Hope you're all ready. But before we get into it, a little bit of introductions. First and foremost, there's me. Hi, I'm Bryce, our humble dungeon master or game master, whichever flavor you prefer. And to my side here is my fellow game master.
Hello, I am Bug. I will be your co-game master today.
And for the foreseeable future of however long this game takes. It's trying something a little different, letting them the reins on some certain areas of the game. It's not like a complete back and forth, but we'll see. Now, next in line for introductions, River. After that, we have our good Max. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. After that is Julie. Hello. Specifically.
Fantastic.
River is apparently quiet. It should. It's showing up on my OBS.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, give me a moment. Yeah, I know. Weird. Let me see if this works.
All right.
Yeah. Do me a favor, River, if you want to say something real quick. Let's see if they can hear you.
Something real quick. See if they can hear me.
We'll change the audio output of speaker. Methinks mine is this one. That's the issue.
I mean, I managed to hear them through the.
Okay.
Through the game.
I think people can hear us now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Everyone
Rivers
says they can hear
went
us.
through.
There we go.
Also,
Everybody
pure VODs, we will get to
chatter
that.
for a moment and
Yeah, okay. So we can hear River now.
Can we hear River now? Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Says River's mic'd up.
Yay!
Well, in that case, do your
Sure.
intros again. Let's run it
little
back.
introduction.
Yeah, hi, I'm River Danasevich, and I am playing Loculo Tarat. The both of us use they, them pronouns.
Hell yeah. Run it back, Max. Rest in peace, Max.
I forgot I was muted. Hi, I'm Max. I'm playing Door to Doorman, and I use he, him.
Hell yeah. Julie.
Hey, my name is Julie, or Jelly, and I will be playing Eldara Bethany Mormon. Her pronouns are she, her, and mine are they, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Hell yeah.
Pronounced.
The world may never know. Next up is
Is
Voff's-
also an accurate version, yeah.
Yeah. Next up is Voff's Melanie.
Hello, I am Melanie Archer, and I will be playing Diviny Seance, who uses she/her pronouns.
And next up, Geno.
Hey gamers, I am Geno, and I use he, they, any for pronouns wise. I will be playing Arvier, and who uses he, him. And I would also like to say I'm very sorry to my voice beforehand.
Oh no.
I'm excited to hear what you do for yours.
I've not heard it yet. I'm kind of
Yeah.
scared.
And last but definitely not least, TK.
Hi, I'm TK. I use they them pronouns. I'm gonna be playing Rayan Felded, and my character uses they he pronouns.
There we go. Well, everyone, welcome. I appreciate you all being here for this experience.
Yippee!
TK is definitely least. I don't think so. They did a lot of work on this as well, which they
That's
need to be
Gavin.
credited for. Oh, that's Gavin?
That's Gavin.
Oh my god. Hi, Gav.
Gavin?
Lamau.
All right. So, let me transition us to the main screen. So, hello.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Greetings.
Look at all of us.
Look at all of us. We're all
Look at
together.
us.
Just a bunch of little guys.
Look at those kids, you're gonna be traumatized. Look at those cute little avatars.
So,
God.
to lay the scene for everyone where we're at right now, this is a kids on bikes game. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially a tabletop system that uses every single die for rolling skills. It's pretty loosey-goosey. It's pretty fun. It's slightly altered, so it is the Grubs on two-wheel devices system that Bug and I worked hard to get this to work.
Really excited.
Really excited. As for setting, this is taking place on Alternia. This is soon after. No, I wouldn't say soon, but this is
20 sweeps.
20 sweeps after the execution of one Signless. It is in the height of rebellious uprisings. The Summoner's uprising himself has not taken place yet, but
It's brewing.
it's
At
brewing.
the edges of society.
Right now, people are gathering in their own protests against the Alternian Empire in their own ways, or some are organizing, some are simply just doing their part. But we begin. Now, let's start to work our way into the city. First and foremost, the main outlier, Rayanne. You have been hearing over your radio device about the census. For the past major priority of this sweep, you've been hearing about this census in any media format. Newspapers, radios, old shitty CRTVs. It has been downright decreed by the government that you have to take place in the census if you live anywhere near a city. You have to make the pilgrimage to put your name in the excuse me while I play some music for everyone, because I almost forgot. So, you have to make your pilgrimage to Low City, the closest city to you, to take place in this census, or else you'll have a subjugulator knocking on your door any time after. Where do you find yourself as you're preparing for this pilgrimage?
I think Rayanne is kind of packing a bag. It's a big old fucking old. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, go for it.
It's
Okay.
Homestuck.
It's a big old fucking like old ass bag. It's like ripped up. It's got patches on it. He's filled it with some clothes, some food. He's got to make a bit of a trek to get to the city. He puts on his nicest poncho that does not have tons of dirt on it, and waves Mole Monk Dad goodbye, and exits the cave and starts a bit of a trek to get to the city.
Correct.
He has to take his radio with him though, because that's like his only form of entertainment.
Right.
Don't ask him how the radio works underground. I don't know either.
I'll take it.
So, you begin your trek. It is a long one, as you are on the further outskirts of the city, closer to any farmland than high-rise buildings. But you've got a long way to go. Are you just walking, I guess, to better clarify?
I think that, like, he's got to walk at least to get to the nearest bus stop.
Right.
Okay.
You've probably got like an
'Cause
hour
he's,
walk
like,
to get to
really-
it, because you are out in the boonies.
Yeah, to get to the he's out, like, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
So, I think there's a trek to a bus stop, and then there's, like, a while on the bus. But he's not walking all the way there. He's a tiny little guy.
Right. He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's going on his little mental health walk.
Yeah.
Let him be.
Little government-mandated mental health walk so that the police don't come knocking at his door.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah, it's just how it is. But yeah, we'll say it does take a while as you walk through a pretty low concentration area of people. It's very rare to see any other trolls on this walk, like, just because either they're working farmland or, they're out doing mining or something along those lines. It's pretty peaceful. You have your radio going. Once again, you hear the blaring. Ow! Fuck. Sorry, Spades decided he wanted to sink his nails into me.
Reaction.
Yeah.
The beast.
The beast.
The beast.
You are doing your best. It's peaceful, but yeah, as I was saying, you hear over the radio once again a learning the census is taking place today to make your way into the city. You make your way to the bus stop, and after, we'll say 20 minutes, one rolls up as you have timed your arrival to be there just around when it would be taking people into the city. Let Spades DM right now. That's a great point. Come here, buddy.
Meow, 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 meow. That's me as Spades DMing.
Yeah.
You just hear. All right, guys, that was our session.
Yeah, that was the session. Good later.
Wow, good job. That was a good one, guys.
But yeah, you make your way onto the bus, and few occupants, as you are, as we've stated many a time, out in the boonies. But you make your way into the city. Takes a little time. While that's going, we can go to our next furthest. One who usually travels other times of the day. Dorda.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yep.
You my friend, have your own mode of travel. Is that correct?
I do.
Would you like to
I
describe
have
your
myself.
travel?
Oh, she's a beaut. Bright cherry red. Convertible right there. I would say currently,
You're
it's
kidding.
probably parked outside of the seediest looking motel you can find.
Are you
Dorda is
in
probably
town already?
I think they're also like outer ring.
outer ring. It's a shitty little
Nice.
motel a ways away. Yeah. But he's got to make his way. He's got to make his way somewhere.
Good luck
Yeah,
finding
Dorda's
parking,
probably.
buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Dorda's definitely waking up, with like, oh god, just like the worst 5 o'clock shadow. Several bottles probably scattered around the room, clanking to the ground as he gets up, and kind of quickly shaves off the little bit of whatever he has on his face, and then throws on his jacket, his hat, picks up his handy dandy hasty carapace, and gets in his convertible and just fucking like bat out of hell drives off.
Yeah.
Way too recklessly.
Peels the fuck out of there.
Imagining the squeak of the tires on
Yeah,
the asphalt.
absolutely.
Yeah, he's a bit of a reckless driver.
It's fine. You only need to be careful once you're inside city limits. Right now, it's open road. Not a care
He's
in
in
the
the sticks.
world.
Who's gonna? He's in the sticks. Who's gonna stop him?
Yeah. It's gonna be rough in traffic though. Buddy.
Oh
Good luck
man,
with
I love that so much. All right, yeah, Dorda, you peel the fuck out. Give me, I'll save the first roll. Well, you're driving. You know how to drive. It's fine.
that. Do you?
Do you?
Does he have his
Traffic,
license?
Incoming traffic.
He's driving on the wrong side of the road.
I do love your midlife crisis mobile.
Midlife crisis mobile is fucking crazy.
It goes hard. But yeah, Dorda, you peel out. You make your way into the city. It doesn't take long for you to reach within the outer edges of Low City. It's quickly becoming cramped on the road as people are making their way around town, going to their jobs or meeting with their different quadrant mates on cute little dates, or doing as their government tells them to, which is to go to the census building, which you're on your way to do. Another person who, around this area of town, I imagine we hear the squeaking of wheels peel out as we pass by a little mechanic's shop. Luculo, what are you up to?
Luculo's probably just finishing up repairs on a small device, as he's reminded as a reminder on their. We have phones in this time area, right?
Wall phones, not
Like
cell phones.
big clunky ones if they're mobile, but like they'd have to take up like a suitcase worth.
As they hear on the radio that today was the census day and they had forgotten, they briefly consider if they're just going to stay and let the drones kill them, but end up deciding to say bye to Mom Drill, their Lucis, and walk towards the census building.
Hell yeah. You take a walk. It's a few blocks down, but at the very least, you'll get there in a reasonable time frame to still make it within the census hours.
This is an all-day event.
Yeah.
People are going to be lining up for a long time to get in the doors of City Hall.
Mind you, since you're leaving later in the day, or night, I guess, more specifically, it is the bright season after all, so it is mighty humid and disgusting outside.
Hope you brought water.
Hope you brought water.
Water?
Don't you dare.
Hey,
Hardly know her. I'm so sorry.
Lakulo might be a semi-suicidal nihilist, but Momdrill would never let them leave the home without a good supply of food and water.
There we go. A good Lucai takes care of their young. So, you all, those three, are making your way towards downtown. Now we have a gathering of other trolls, those who have a different purpose than the census. And I will pass it over to Bug for the intros for those ones.
Wonderful. Alrighty. So as you all well know, it is Census Day, and this is a day that everybody in town, everybody in every city across Alternia has been waiting for. Everyone is flocking to their nearest cities, and our last three players are doing just that as well. Lumbering down this long, pothole-ridden dirt road from the northwest side of Low City, right off the outskirts, right at the edge of the woods, is this delivery van. It's certainly seen better days. It's a little beaten up. And at the wheel is a rather tall, kind of stern-looking burgundy blood. He has rather precious cargo in the back, and he's got a mission. In the front seat of this delivery van, right next to him, is a very important package, a little black backpack. And in the back of the truck are three trolls. The most notable of which is a older jade blood woman. She has a big old beehive hairdo and kind of a more traditional 40s housewife looking aesthetic, very much mixing 40s to 60s aesthetics. She is currently giving a little briefing to the two troll ladies who are in the back of this car with her. All right, girls. Today's the day. I know that it's been a long time coming, and I know you're ready for field work, but oh, isn't it just so exciting? I mean, we've never had a census before, and this will be the best thing for the rebellion, don't you think? All right, Divini, do you have your sign?
I have it right here.
Wonderful. Now, Eldara, you have those flyers that were printed out for you, don't you?
Well, yeah, I do, Ma. Of course. Everything you asked for, all in alphabetical order.
Ah, that's my good girl. Now, when we get there, we're going to be picking up... Oh, what's your little friend's name, dear? Divini.
Arviera?
Right, our sweet little informant. Halfit is currently taking us over to his hive, but he won't be with us today, so Arvier is going to have to be the big, strong man in the group. Make sure to keep together, hold hands if you have to, and shout as loud as you can, okay?
Yeah, we'll keep
Got
them
it.
in our prayers.
If you, both of you would like to introduce your characters, tell us what we're looking like.
I can go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Eldara, is her horns are supposed to look like bunny ears. Is as pin-up, put together missionary girl as you can get. Raised by mother since she was basically just out of the brooding caverns, and of course does everything she does right down to her voice. Yeah, I mean she knows what's right because she met the great and amazing Signless herself. And of course, anybody who's known him must be on the right track. So yeah, she's gonna do what she says.
Wonderful. And Divini?
Next to her is a little burgundy blood gal who is a little bit more new to the whole organization. Mostly found her way here after meeting a very, very persuasive and insightful olive blood who may have been the disciple. She's 90% sure it was the disciple she talked to. And
I'm not jealous at all.
And she she found her way to this little organization who was following the words of the disciple after the death of her Lucis, and has been working as a little informant with her Moirail ever since.
Wonderful. So this little delivery van is on its way into town, heading towards the hive of our good Arvier, our little purple-blooded informant. Where would you say that Arvier lives in the city or outside of it?
More than likely, Arv lives in a more densely populated area. Some that's not big city, but enough to where it's there's a good amount of people here, to where if need be, after one of his many deals of spray painting a wall or anything like that, he can easily slink back and just kind of go back into the crowd, make sure nobody has seen him, which, surprisingly, considering how easy it is to see him.
Wonderful. So this van is lumbering along. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride in the back of that beat-up old truck. And as we're getting closer to the city, as we said, it's very densely packed. Everybody from the surrounding areas are coming into town today, which means that parking is hell, traffic is hell, and it is hot in this good bright season. As they are...
Oh, good gracious, what a lineup.
I know! Poor Helfet has his work cut out for him.
Yes, he does.
Are you okay up there, Halfie?
Oh. Yeah, Mother. Yes, I am.
Such a sweet boy. Alrighty. Did you say it was a left or a right?
To the census area, right?
To Arvier's
Oh,
hive.
Arvier's. Yes, sorry. Yeah, Divini. Up here?
Yes, just on the right over here.
As the van lumbers to a stop, Mother kind of dusts off her skirt and opens the double doors in the back of the truck and gets out. Sorry, girls, I just needed to stretch my legs. It's a little cramped in there. She is easily almost 8 feet tall. She is many sweeps old. But for a Jade Blood, she's about middle-aged. And she helps the two girls out of the truck and turns to Divini and says, "Alrighty, you go get your little friend. I have some business to take care of with Halfet here. Meet me back at the truck in about 15 minutes, okay?"
Got it.
On the dot, ma'am.
Good girls. Stay safe. Don't lose each other.
Oh, you betcha. Oh,
The
Divvy.
streets. Sorry, go ahead.
No, she was basically just gonna ask where we're going.
Before you two go off to find Arvier, Mother is going to walk around the side of the driver's window of the truck and lean in to talk to Halfit for a moment. You'll see her, and there's a lot of whispering and nodding going on, and when she comes back to the other side to kind of like stand next to the truck and guard it, make sure that no vandals or looters are around, Halfit gets out of the truck and loses himself in the crowd.
Alrighty. So, Divini, where is this man?
He's just a little further up the road.
All right.
Usually, yeah. Usually it's just he tends to take a sec, so I will, I'll knock and I'll make sure he's ready to go.
Well, okay. I just don't know how we're gonna get through when we're packed in like sardines.
Let me see. Can I see if there's like a more like less packed back way that I know by chance?
A less packed back
roll.
way. Do me a favor and roll. I would say brains.
Brains?
Yeah, roll brains for me. I'll say DC. You've been in the area. I'll call it like a DC 3.
Easy. Okay. I am realizing I did not download the PDF. Okay.
Oh, someone's not ready for the
brains is
session.
How dare you?
Yes, I can stall. That's okay.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Wonderful.
There we go. So you succeed. You have a good idea as to a couple of back alleys that would lead you into, at least up to Arvier's place. You take Eldara and lead her through, making your way over. Oh, yeah, I can do that.
I know the back way. Come here.
I think she just goes quietly.
Yeah.
She's uncomfortable, clearly, but she don't know what to say.
Excuse me, I'm also giving.
I usually end up going this way in order to kind of avoid being spotted by the higher bloods that tend to hang around this area.
Oh, gotta avoid the heathens, it's true.
I wasn't expecting heathens. That's real good.
Yes.
Yeah. You make it through with your successful navigation through the back alleys. You make it to Arvier's hive. Arvier's, sorry. I don't want to keep mispronouncing it. Yeah, you make it to Arvier's hive.
So they get to his hive and she knocks on his door. Just Arvi, we're here.
Mine sure is. Oh God, what's the word? It sure is glittering around here.
From beyond the door, you just hear, "Ah, shit! Hold on." And you hear like a bunch of things crashing, and then eventually Arvier opens up the door. And And, you.
RVR, give us a description of what you look like. Give us a rundown. How's he looking?
So, Arvier, as previously mentioned, is extremely hard to miss. Tall, very, very lanky, but not, like, fit lanky. He's, like, very much, like, get some food in you.
Sickly gamer boy physique.
Yeah. Very, like, shaggy hair, 2 raccoon tails that kind of go down past his ears, like, an undone outfit. Think, like, retired youth pastor mixed with early 2000s emo.
Fuck yeah.
That paints a picture.
That sure does paint a
Certainly.
picture.
Retired youth
Oh,
Wow,
pastor
you sure
is
look like a tough
fucking
tomato,
crazy.
huh?
His pants are ripped up in, like, various places, namely, like, the bigger ones being at the knees. He has, like, spiked boots. And yeah, that's about. Oh yeah, and he also has the posture of the golden ratio.
That's
What the fuck does
insane.
that mean?
Straight up shrimping. Hell yeah. But yeah, RVR, you open the door to Eldara and Divini, ready to take you
Yeah.
to the protest.
Sorry, that took a sec. My fucking food heater is still on the fritz from that one guy that sold it to me.
You really need to stop buying technology from him. Everything you buy from him always breaks.
But it's such reasonably priced.
Yeah, but if your hot dish never keeps coming out hot, what's the point?
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
She gives him a hug. It's like, all right, let's get going.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you all leave the entrance to the hive.
Waiting for you at the delivery truck is Mother and her assistant Halfit. Halfit is now back in the truck. He's got the windows rolled down. It is hot outside. It is the bright season, which means that the reflection of the deadly Alternian sun off of both of its beautiful moons at night is positively sweltering. Everybody's sweating a little bit, but despite this, Mother has produced a big ol' armload of robes from the back of the truck. Oh, girls and RV, welcome. Okay, since we're still a little far away from the city hall, we need to get suited up. One for each of you. I did remember your sizes. You will need to return them at the end of today's festivities because... Oh, well, dear, we only have so much money in the budget, don't you know? And she hands everybody a kind of plain dark gray robe to cover your clothes. This is kind of like, to her best approximation, what she thinks that the Signless would have been wearing for his speeches. It is ceremonial, but it's also a good way to kind of protect your identities, right? It's to cover whatever signs or colors might be on your clothing, and it takes a strictly like a hemoist stance by wearing like nondescript, like non-colored, non-signed clothing. This is a relatively new development. Divini and Eldara especially would know that for a while now they've just been kind of like going out in their own kind of like plain black clothing. But Mother has spent a long time developing, sewing herself a good amount of robes for everybody to wear, because it just looks better when we all look like a team. So, she hands you your robes. Everybody piles into the back of our little truck, and we are once again on our way towards City Hall.
Despite the fact that she is already sweating bullets, Eldara is wearing the robes already.
Awesome.
Hey, Div, does this robe make my ass look big?
I think you look
I'm not
dashing.
sure I have the gall to answer that question.
Yeah. With that, you all make your way into the city, a little further towards the census building. By the time you arrive, there's a moment. Yeah, I'd say so. So, I'd say the truck pulls up to a sort of back alley where you see what looks like a lot of crates and barrels and stuff that are placed that look like, how do I describe? Like a bunch of random assortment of shit in an alley, essentially.
Looks like trash.
It looks like trash.
Right, this is a kerfuffle.
You all see as Helfet rolls down his window and, like, Marcus. And you see what looks like a bunch of trash, a door, like, pops open very quickly. And it reveals that it is actually a faux front. And a little gold blood pops his head out. Goes, "Hey, you guys ready? It seems like the coast is clear."
Oh, what will we do without you, Marcus? Yes, we are all ready. Why aren't you wearing your robes that I got you?
Well, I mean, I'm not in the eye of the public, you know? Like, I mean, it should be fine. I'm just staying here. I'll just...
Fine. If you don't want to wear them, I'll put them in the truck for you. But if you have to come get us for any reason, you better come in wearing those robes.
Okay, I'll put on the robes when, if something comes up and I have to come get you guys. But for now, it's hot already, Mother. I'm sorry.
I know.
Marcus, it's about solidarity.
Eldara's right, but we'll circle back to that later. Okay, everyone. People are already starting to line up out front. If we linger back here any longer, somebody will see us and blow Marcus's cover. So, hoods up. Signs out. We're going to march out there single file, okay?
Yes,
After
Mother.
you, ma'am. Science
Yeah,
high,
yeah, I got
what's
it.
on?
She leans back over and turns to Halfet. Make sure to pull the truck around in exactly 2 hours. We want to make sure that we're prepared.
He nods and remains in the vehicle. Just goes, stay safe.
You too, dear. In a single file procession, in their cute little matching robes, all of the Mother and her little rebellious children make their way to the front of City Hall. There's already queues and queues of trolls of all different blood colors and a couple of very, very tired looking teal bloods and high-vis vests kind of shepherding people into their queues per blood color. And when Mother and her little entourage step out, obviously these little teal bloods are not fucking happy. We're all kind of like standing out there with our big ol' picket signs that have fun little slogans on them, like, "The Empire's trying to kill you."
We're very subtle.
Very, very subtle. Taking a kind of a loud, protesting stance on everything.
Yeah. It is the better part of the line experience, seeing the protest on the Empire, against the Empire and whatever the census may be. Around the tail end, let's say an hour and a half after, is when we see a few individuals pull up. The screeching of tire wheels as a just barely opened parking spot on the corner of the street. And Dorda, you have absolutely cut off 3 people to get this parking spot, but you nailed it. No one else is getting that spot, dude. It's yours.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, the jungle
I
out
would
there.
have loved for him to have to roll for the spot.
At the same time, Rayanne, your bus has made its stop. You are just over on the other side of the road, making your way towards City Hall. It is at the tail end. You started your day pretty early, but, you know, buses can only go so fast, especially in deep cities like this. Outstanding. No,
What?
I'm sorry. I looked at voice call. What TK put?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a gif of a red
It's a
truck.
good
It's even a
skidding
bright
through
red
Martin's
vehicle.
face.
It's a bright red truck doing a horrible skid into parking.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
God.
good.
I wouldn't even call that
Would
drifting.
this have been in view of
Oh,
the little group?
100%.
Everybody can see it.
My, what's the hullabaloo with that guy?
Whew. He must be some real highfalutin character, huh?
I can't
Yeah.
help but feel like I've seen that car before.
Well, he certainly got his druthers. That means he gets his way.
Right.
I got it, yeah.
Thank you for the real-time translation.
Wait, Arvi, is that the guy you keep buying your tech from?
Oh, shit.
So you funded that car, huh?
All right. Look, I know this whole thing is about, you know, like we're all like on the same level here, but can I at least call that guy? Please.
No, you may not call anyone. You are
Harvey.
here to set a good example for the rest of the members of your cast. Speaking of which,
Hi.
why don't you hand him a flyer instead? In the spirit of, you know, equality. Go on, RV.
Now when you say hand, can I throw a rock through his windshield with it attached to him?
No!
My,
You know what?
oh my.
How about we let Eldara take this one? She is the more experienced protester. LD,
Thank
sweetie.
you, Mother. I do appreciate it, Ma. And, I I do hope that the suffering of our Savior absolves you of your woes.
And
Anyway,
prejudices,
she
dear.
starts walking to the car.
Yeah. Around this point, Rayan, you are on the sidewalk making your way alongside Luculo. You both happen to be walking in the same direction. Luculo, you recognize that car as well. They nearly hit you 3 blocks back.
There are purple and cream-colored sparks running down my whole body in barely contained anger.
I'm just Mr. Popular.
And if some of those sparks happen to hit a tire and leave a very tiny hole, well, that's between Loculo and the universe.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Would you actually like to try and use your psionics to
Oh,
pop his
absolutely,
tire?
100%.
Okay.
No!
100%.
Let me pull
Oh.
up.
Destroy the car! Destroy the car!
No, it might be useful later. Come on.
You're supposed to be
But it will be
anti-cult.
funny.
What do I roll for my
Or
psychic
the
powers?
bit.
So,
Equality,
you
sweetie.
roll.
What would
It's
the
either our
scientist
car
do?
or no one's car.
Oh god,
Trying
don't
to
give them the
find
option.
Okay. So roll me 2d4. Bless you. Let's see. Yeah, roll 2d4 for me. I'm not going to tell you the DC because I think it's funny.
The first roll of the campaign
Well, that
is
was
to use
earlier.
anger.
It is to destroy a car!
Oh my
Like,
god,
it's the
almost
Beautiful
threes.
convertible. I can't believe this.
I rolled 3s on both of the d4.
Okay. So you do
I will take a
succeed.
picture right now to prove it.
You succeed in this. No negative downsides or anything like that. You, Dorda, as you're making your way out of your car and are being approached by these robed figures, Luculo, you, with the sparkle of your psionic powers, move your ire towards this car, and you hear the very distinct of air being let out of tires.
Fuck yeah.
Ran. Actually, Luculo, how noticeable is your psionic powers?
I mean, I feel like most people would notice if bright purple and bright cream-colored lights happened.
Okay. So we'll say Dorda. Actually, Dorda, where would you be looking? Would you be looking at the robed figures or the person near you?
Dorda is definitely very shiftily looking at the rope figure and kind of he's putting his hand onto his hat and kind of like puffing up his coat and he's gonna try to kind of walk away. I don't think he would
Sidestep.
notice.
Laura starts walking faster.
Unironically,
towards him.
Dorda would probably bump into Luculo and not notice that happened.
Okay.
Eldara sees him trying to go away and books it faster. So there's just this fast-walking, floating, robed figure coming towards it. Like she walks very steadily, so it looks like this robe is just floating towards him, just faster now.
Casually approach the salesman.
Casually approach the salesman.
Haunt the salesman.
But yeah, you absolutely are making your way. You know what, Dorda, how dedicated are you to getting the fuck out of there?
Dorda could definitely tell when somebody's approaching him with maybe a definite intent, yeah, as opposed to curiosity.
Which kind? Who knows?
And
Intent.
He doesn't care for the intent.
Okay. You know what? Give me we'll say opposed flight rolls.
Oh, a flight roll. Oh, I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, so I need to roll flight too?
Yes.
That's a 14 for me.
Sorry, it's my D12. Let's see if I can explode. Roll.
Goodness gracious.
11. I
So,
was so close to exploding.
11 compared to a 14, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not quite it. I will allow you to take a token for that one, since you did fail the roll.
Which, me?
Yeah, you. But you cannot quite keep up with Dorda as they are fast walking away from you. And as you both increase speed and are running down the sidewalk, essentially. Avoiding. But yeah, it's difficult to keep up with this man. Yeah, absolutely.
While Dorda is speed walking away, head down, shoulders to God, Mother, from seemingly out of nowhere, is going to sidestep directly into his path. Excuse me, sir!
Oh, sorry, yeah. I'll get out your way.
Hi there. Oh, no, I'll just be a moment. I couldn't help but notice an esteemed fellow Jadeblood, just like yourself. I don't suppose you're going to take place in the census today, are you?
Well,
Did you? And before he can even say a damn word, she's going to immediately cut him off. Did you know that the Alternian Empire has plans to catalog all of its citizens in order to have a fully fleshed out cull list? Are you aware that the Condess herself is planning on killing you and everyone you love?
Dorda's just gonna reach into his jacket and take a sip out of a flask. Yeah, sure, okay.
I don't suppose you would
you know,
like to hear some light reading on the subject, Eldara dear. He's motioning towards her to give this man the flyer.
Oh, I see. You're okay, yeah, you're together. I see. You know, I really got some stuff to do here. Yeah. I'd really appreciate maybe.
Buddy, won't you just take it?
Yeah, sure. He's gonna like grab it and kind of like hastily crumple it up and shove it into his grub briefcase. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, anyways, yeah, okay. I don't suppose you're the sort that might want to, any sort of memorabilia, huh? Probably not, huh?
Memorabilia, sir?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those flyers look quite heavy, huh? You might maybe you'd be interested in perhaps a handy dandy hasty carapace like mine here, huh? He holds up his briefcase.
What did you call it? A hasty carapace?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's very interesting.
My patented design.
How about we make a deal, sir? I'll hear you out about your hasty carapace doohickey or what have you. And you hear my darling pupil out about our wonderful cause.
I was thinking more like maybe I just give you one and then you leave me alone, you know? But if it's gonna be that way, it's gonna be
necessary.
Fair enough.
And she's essentially at this point herding him towards the line of protesters. So
he's not fighting very much.
Just come with. It's a friendly environment. We promise.
Oh yes, we have trolls from all walks of life. You'll love the group.
It's so true. Ah, no, I know you'll just love it. You'll adore it. And everybody counts.
All right. Sure.
She's
No,
essentially
here,
at this
reach back.
point, Mother is going to lay a comforting hand on Eldara's back, which is just a little sign to, like, for her now to take the lead and essentially drive our dear salesman over towards the other protesters. Meanwhile, because after all, Mother is the head of this operation, she's currently spending her time scanning the crowd, looking for some unsure faces. And I want to say at this point is likely when Rayanne would have gotten off the bus finally and is making their final sweaty trek to the lines outside of City Hall. She's looking around. There's quite a few trolls here. Probably not everybody in the city, which is going to count as a victory for herself. But at this point, she's going to spend the next couple of minutes moving about the crowd. And she's got a little stack of flyers, and the others are holding firm, kind of standing shoulder to shoulder, essentially boxing Dorda in a little bit and not really letting him get a word in edgewise. It's very much like a lot of evangelizing, if you will. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Trolljigas? You have now. But yeah. At this point, she's handing out flyers, and she sees a great opportunity in this sweet little burgundy blood with his little hard hat. Is gonna go up to them and just be like, "Hi there! How are you doing today?"
I think Rayanne she's tall, right?
Very.
I'm imagining she's
All
tall.
like 7.5
Rayanne
feet.
is just gonna like look up like a terrified little child.
She's very much leaning down with a very kind look on her face.
Oh, not to talk to short people.
Exactly. And,
Other looms.
"Hello, dear. You must be from out of town, huh? Are you here for the census?"
Yeah.
"I see. Well, do I have some good information for you?" She's going to very gently, unlike the kind of aggressive...
You know where the
Huh?
You know where the census building is?
Oh, I would be more than happy to take you to it. Follow me.
Okay.
And she's essentially going to not take them by the hand, but lay kind of like a comforting hand on their shoulder and kind of push them through the crowd in front of her. And is going to start talking about the census. Now, I completely understand that you're here because of all the hullabaloo about this great big census deal. But I do have some information for you. Your empire is trying to kill you. And she's very, very sternly going to say this. Your empire is trying to kill you. It's trying to kill me. It's trying to kill your neighbor down the street in the lawn ring. But there is another way. The sufferer died for equality amongst all castes, don't you know? And she's going to hand him a little flyer. And this flyer has contact information. It's got all sorts of information about essentially the good works that Mother's organization has been doing all over the place, providing food and relief for marginalized communities, etc. And she's just kind of, because she knows that this little guy is just a little guy, she's giving this information as gently as possible. But because she's been doing this for such a long time, as gently as possible really just is like saying some really harsh, scary things in a kind tone of voice.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was there to see Dorta get out and presumably also get quote unquote guided to the protest, would Loculo also be seeing this go down with Rayan?
Likely. I mean, she's very, very tall. She's easily one of the tallest in the crowd. And because we are topside right now, there's not a lot of Jade Bloods in the crowd. Honestly, seeing 2 Jade Bloods in the same place is kind of insane. So it's a little bit noticeable.
In that case... Oh, you go ahead first.
He's like flipping through the pamphlet and he like has a question for her.
Yes, dear?
Is any of this legal?
No! Oh, no, dear. No, your empire should be working for you. You're right. It shouldn't be legal for them to put your name on a list. Totally circumventing the question.
Is what you're doing legal? Is this pamphlet illegal?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Is helping your fellow troll illegal? Is providing relief
Sometimes
to marginalized blood castes a bad thing? Now, me and my household, we say no.
Is this entrapment?
That is a great question. Let's ask our other leaders over here. Divini, dear.
At this point, I'd like to walk up and say, a bigger, higher blood influencing a younger, lower one to do what she wants. I wonder where I've seen that before.
Ah! Excuse you! That
You're
is not at all.
excused.
Now, I understand why you might think that. However, as the disciples' word tells us, it is the responsibility of higher castes to take care of the lower. I'm only doing what it is in my tenets to do. I care very much for the rest of my troll kind. And I would love to tell you all about it as well. Here, take a flyer.
Do any of us know the disciple who aren't like in the group already with Mother?
So it's kind of an infamous legend at this point. Around 20 sweeps ago, obviously there was that whole big thing about the trial of the signless, and then kind of, especially throughout this city, you would have heard the name before, but it's not a household name necessarily. Sometimes if you listen to the radio late at night, or I guess like early in the morning, because we are nocturnal, if you listen to the radio, you'll hear the conspiracy talk shows talking about, the underground rebellion brewing, and about how some olive blood who claims to have been in leagues with the signless, calling herself the disciple, has been leaving literature around notable cities, and some buzz has kind of been brewing.
Okay. Okay. So this is definitely illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. She's going to continue dodging your questions, though, for sure. This is definitely illegal as far
Wants
as...
to get to the census so that he doesn't get killed.
Yep.
You know, if you truly cared about your fellow troll, you wouldn't put them in such a dangerously loud and dangerous and openly illegal protest.
Well, I beg to differ. If nobody stands up and nobody protests, nothing will ever get better. Our, may he rest in peace, sufferer, suffered for the good of all people, all troll kind. We are simply carrying on his legacy. And she's going to take the time to, instead of entertaining any more of this, is gonna start leading the group in, like, chants. I don't have any written down, so you're gonna have to make that shit up with your brain, but... We're chanting now. We're doing, like
Eldara's
protest
clutching
slogans.
her... Eldara's clutching her cancer symbol necklace and just like, yes, ma'am.
We're all
Love the
chanting
sign list.
loudly.
Clap, 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 clap,
Yeah.
clap.
Hail the silence.
So, while they begin their chant, there is a lull for a moment. You can't ask them any questions. They seem to be more preoccupied in what they are doing. Yeah. So, you, for those of you who are just here to go to the census, you can turn away if you wish. You can hear them out. It's up to you. It is illegal, as Rayan has stated, and same as Luculo. Are any of you making your way to the census building?
I think Rayan is gonna go do the census and then maybe come back out and see what they're actually doing. But he doesn't want to be late because he doesn't want to get called.
I mean, Dorda was going to go, but I don't know if he really has a choice anymore.
Yeah, and Luculo's
Welcome to the
definitely...
family.
So essentially, you guys are lining up.
Right.
Just about to go into the building to...
Yeah.
It is a lot less intense than she is making it out to be.
Well, you all are at the tail end of the line. The protesters still there, within, essentially right next to you as you're waiting to get inside. And there is a commotion at the front. You see what looks like a subjugulator, who is looking into what looks like a sort of almost riot within the building. And as you all are peering across the line to see what happens, you see it much more before you feel it. The glass of the building explodes outwards. fire erupts from within the building, and the shockwave hits you half a second afterward. Not even. As the building, for no better word to explain it, explodes. Dust and shrapnel sent everywhere. People are screaming, and it is deafening. Your ears ringing from the explosions going off. In a few moments after the shock, immediately, Mother gets in gear. And a few moments later, you can see, at least those who recognize him, the gold blood from before, Marcus, in half put on robes, immediately go, we need to get out of here, like now.
Everybody, grab your buddy. And she's gonna grab at least Rayanne and Lakulo and maybe like anybody within arm's reach and start running away. She looks terrified. This is everything that she feared. Clearly written across her features is like, she's been going to these protests, right? And she's been leading them and telling people the Empire is trying to kill them. It's clear that never in her wildest dreams did she think that they would straight up just try to blow up a building with a bunch of people inside.
Mother begins gathering those who are seeking shelter.
Anybody who looks hurt or injured or scared or whatever, anybody who doesn't have direction, she's trying to direct people away from the building to help get them out of there as quickly as possible.
The first thing Rayanne says when Mother, pulls him up is, this is why I wear a hard hat. Hard hat safety is no joke. And then he's probably really dazed, but he's like, I got my hard hat on, so I'm okay.
Right. Shell-shocked and very clearly running on adrenaline, but he's like, I've got my hard hat.
Still got it.
Covered. Hard hat on.
I think Arv is grabbing Divinity and it's just like, God damn it, the one time I forget to bring my grub corn.
Is
Dorda
Dorda
is
trying to
definitely running to his
skedaddle
car.
away?
He is trying to get to his car as fast as
Eldara
possible.
grabs him and is like, whoa, we're gonna need to hot put it this way, darling.
He is unironically going to try to fight you off of him to get to his car.
Let's roll.
Yeah. It's not going to be great for him, but he's going to try.
Do you want to roll a contested fight?
It's a 3.
Yes. Let's see. Contested fight. Oh no. Okay.
I got a 3. So, no matter what you got, you could at least beat me.
So I have a D10. I rolled a 10. I'm exploding now.
Awesome.
Eldara got some fucking muscles, baby.
It's a 19.
Holy shit. So Dorda is like, wait, my car! And you're like, and you just lock your elbow around his
Grab him
arm
with
and
his
just,
scrub
fucking
Drag him
get over here.
forwards.
for the ear.
That olive blood strength.
I hook him around the neck and take him the other direction.
Luculo, shell-shocked and dazed, are you following the group?
Mother's grabbing.
The group is going away from the explosion, and that is Loculo's only priority at the moment. So, yeah, for now.
For now. Okay. You all are being led away. Being led away from the explosion, at the very least. Around a few corners, Marcus is there. He goes, looks at the group as you're all like collecting yourselves and just, I don't know where this came from. I mean, there was nowhere on the scanner that like
I don't know either. We've never seen them do this before.
I told you your protest was going to be too loud. Standing up is fine, but yelling?
Well, the point is to make a hullabaloo.
Well, I hope
Is
you're
anybody
happy.
hurt?
Your hullabaloo.
yeah. Are you guys okay?
I'm okay. I have my hard hat.
Oh,
I believe
how
you're
many
fine.
fingers am I holding up to here?
What?
How many fingers am I holding up, dear?
1.
Oh dear.
That is not correct.
I think we need to get everyone home and fed, and we'll debrief about this, okay?
Marcus.
Yeah, fancy man. Never mind.
What were you saying?
I said, yeah, fancy man. Did you eat yet?
Oh, talking to Dorna.
She's like holding him in like a headlock. Yeah. Dorda.
Dorda.
R.I.P. Dorda. Yeah, you eat yet?
My car.
I'll take that as a no.
I had the
Besides,
breakfast
you
of
don't need that
champions.
flashy thing.
I mean, it seemed like it was far enough away from the blast that it might be still alive.
I don't care about how far away it was. I just want my car.
We'll bring you back to it tomorrow evening, okay?
Yeah.
We need to get you checked out.
When things die down, I mean, like, we don't know if more things are going to go off or something along those lines. I mean, the subjugulators are more than likely on their way.
It simply isn't safe, dear. I value your life over your worldly possessions. At this point, the dust is still settling. The fire is absolutely raging, and the truck and Marcus's little trash trailer, is still pulled around, like, to the side and back of a building, like, just next to the city hall. And at this point, Mother is gonna start, like, throwing everybody into the van. Not literally throwing, just kind of, like, making sure that everybody is comfortable. This truck is about the size of, like, a medium smallish U-Haul. So it can comfortably sit all of us in the back. She's got a big old water cooler in there, and those, like, obnoxious paper cone cups, you know? And starts handing those around. All right. Oof, that was a bit more excitement than I was bargaining for today. I'm so sorry, everyone.
That again.
Ooh, at least we're all safe. Everybody drink your water. We're going to be taking you someplace safe, and hopefully we'll have a meal ready for you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfit, dear.
Yes, Mother.
Do you want to call Libet and make sure to set a few extra places?
Yes, I can.
There's a car phone.
Yeah. He begins, like, I imagine it's like got a fucking hand crank to get it going, and then he fucking
And
like
the giant antenna that
yeah, the
delivers.
giant antenna that comes up. Yeah, he gives a phone call. Just goes, we have a few more coming. You know, set the tables, as it were. Yeah, and hangs up. He goes, they should be ready by the time we're there.
Whew.
Jordan's gonna hand his water to Rayanne.
He downs it. He chugs that shit.
He's also gonna.
He chugs
Jordan's
his
also
own
gonna.
too.
Jordan's also gonna completely avoid eye contact with Arvier.
Oh, like
Like looking
like,
at
what
his
did-
knees, kind of like.
Arvier, like even from under the hood, is just staring daggers.
Arvier is not the only one staring daggers at Dorna right now. Loculo is as well.
Eldara's not glaring, but she
Everybody
is
hates
staring.
this guy.
There. She's definitely like staring at him, but like it's with intent, but not anger yet.
Rayanne isn't looking at anyone angrily, but he is eyeing Arvier's water cup.
I think Arby
He
like
didn't
at the
bring
curb,
enough water.
at the curb mode is probably like making sure Div of all people is okay, and then just finally sees Rayanne. It's just like just fucking take it.
Hug.
Oh, sorry.
Very messily because the car is moving.
Yeah.
When we hit
Splashing
a
all
bump,
over the place, but it's okay because I mean, we're
Yeah.
all hot and sweaty.
when we hit a bump, can Loculo casually throw his water at Dorna's face and say, "Oops"?
This man lost his car and now is getting bullied.
He lost his car. He got kidnapped.
He just
He
wanted
was
to
taken
go.
down by I must emphasize how tiny Eldara is. He got taken down by somebody who's like a foot
She's just
shorter than
a
him.
little bunny girl.
Little bunny girl. It's fine. A note for Rayanne. You are downing water like nobody's business.
Is there shit in the water?
There is nothing in the water, but this water cannot stop the wave of voices that you hear at the back of your mind. It is insufferable. It is driving you to a migraine, really. Just the sheer quantity of people that you hear all around you.
Oh.
Just a fun little note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
Not ominous at all.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be showing some signs of pain because that's probably a little bit painful, as he said, like it's a migraine. So, I mean, he's got his hard hat on, but that can't really help him here.
Oh, you poor dear. Mother is going to kind of like put the back of her hand on his forehead. Oh, goodness gracious, you're burning up. Okay, step on it, Halton.
yeah, he
Does-
fucking
Floors it. Does anybody have any ibuprofen?
Fuck you!
Oh my
Hey.
fucking god, Mel!
Right.
Hey, so I'd like to remind y'all that I, in fact, have the well-prepared feature, so I probably do have ibuprofen in my bag.
No,
I
right,
do
it's
probably
ibuprofen.
does.
by the
Is
way.
that something
And
that you
also,
feel like
mods,
Lokula would
send this
volunteer?
loser
however?
to gay baby jail.
What was that about Loculo? I didn't
Oh,
hear.
would they volunteer that if asked, or are they just keeping it to themselves right now?
Honestly, they're pulling the bottle out before they can even be verbally complaining. Loculo knows what a psionic headache feels like. They don't wish that on people.
Real.
There we go.
We're supporting our community.
Yeah, absolutely. You pass it off. Ryan, you have.
He's gonna reach for someone else's cup of water to take the pill with.
Oh,
Mother's just gonna
okay.
take
No,
your
you can
stack of
take
2
it.
shitty paper cones and is gonna fill it from the water cooler again for you.
I think you just gotta give the water cooler to them.
Yeah.
I'll push the button and hold it over his little mouth. No.
Yeah. Otherwise, it is a bumpy ride back to the safe zone that Mother has promised.
If I got to take my car, it wouldn't be a bumpy ride. That's a smooth ride.
A smooth ride right there, bud.
We
It's
actually
a
say
bumpy
that.
ride because of the fucking potholes.
Nobody's definitely thinking it.
Yeah, you. It takes a bit while you're waiting for this. It feels like fucking forever. In this, like, are there windows in the back, or is it actually just like a delivery truck that?
It's a delivery truck. There's no windows in this.
Yeah, so fucking.
The only window is actually towards, like, facing the driver's side. You know
Right.
those little square windows?
Yeah.
So you can see your cargo in the back or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So
And
like,
that's what Mother's been, like, sliding open to talk to Halfet.
yeah. So, it is a stuffy ride that feels like forever as you're making your way to the safe zone. It concludes as you feel the truck come to a halt. And Halfet just leans over. We're here. Into the window.
Oh, finally. Eldara, get the door, would you? Asking her to, like, open
Right
up
on
the
it.
back of the truck.
Is she in a seat, or was she piled into the
She would
trunk?
be in like... There's, like, bench seats lining the walls of this place, of the inside of the truck. And she would be on the seat closest to the door.
Yeah. You betcha, Ma. And she just, like, kicks it open.
Wonderful.
Everybody out! Roll call!
That definitely was a more delicate way to do that.
Mother, has basically been folded in half this whole time because she's so fucking tall. Her big ol' horns are, they look a little bit like antennae, like, they kind of, like, go straight up from the top of her head and fold down. And she kind of shakes herself off and, like, takes off her robes and is starting to help everybody else out of the back of the truck. Now, nobody go anywhere. Eldara was right. We need a head count after all that. Everybody line up and state your name.
Eldara's right at the front, of course. Eldara Bethany, Ma, as always.
Good girl. Okay.
Do you have any seance, as always, Ma?
She's checking off she's pulled out, like, from a pocket in her dress, like a little legal pad, essentially, with like a pen attached, and she's checking little check boxes as she goes. Okay, next.
Dorda kind of like nudges Rayanne on the shoulder, like kind of pushing him forwards a little bit.
Are you a cop?
No,
You
dear.
have to tell me
Just
you're
a
a cop.
concerned citizen.
Do cops do this to you?
I'm
I don't
not.
know.
I am certainly not a subjugulator, and I'm not even a teal. I am simply a concerned mother looking after her children.
Okay. My name's Rayanne.
Rayanne. Thank you, dear. Mr. Salesman, what is your name, sir?
You can just write that down.
Write what down?
Mr. Salesman.
Ooh, very mysterious. Will do, Mr. Salesman.
RVA
She's
in the back.
absolutely
It's Dorda.
batting her eyelashes just ever so slightly.
You hear Eldara murmur, but you can't hear what she says.
And who might you be, my psionic friend?
Loculo kind of just stares at her for a moment. He does not look happy about any of this. I would like to note real quickly, he is probably the tallest person in the area besides Mother, at like 6'5". Loculo Tarat.
Thank you, dear.
I'm going to regret this.
What?
I am
Why did
going
you
to
give her
regret
your full
this.
name, bro? You didn't have to do that.
Well, I hope not. We are very happy to have you regardless, and I hope that a warm meal and some pleasant conversation will change your mind about that. She closes her legal pad with a snap, and then turns with a big sweeping gesture of her arms to the hive stem right next to them. In the kerfuffle, probably everybody who isn't here every day or every other day, which would be Loculo, Dorda, and Rayanne, this is the first time you're seeing this place. And when she gestures, you can see a big-ass, kind of cylindrical hive stem with a with kind of a big ol' wind turbine on top. The building itself looks a little worn down, but you can tell that a lot of work has been done to patch it up. And already, like, from outside the main double doors to the ground floor, you can hear chatter and laughter and people talking and the sounds of lucci inside the hive stem. And as she's... And Mother just goes, "Welcome home. Now, I do want to let you know that we are quite the tight-knit community. This is not the kind of hive stem you may or may not be used to, so don't be alarmed." And as she's saying this, kind of trundling up the drive behind them is Marcus's trash carriage, hauled by a giant gorilla Lucis, kind of lumbering down the way. I imagine at this point she goes over to the doors and throws them open, as Marcus is kind of like uncoupling his trailer, and she leads them into the hive stem. The hive stem itself is, like I said, a giant cylindrical building with hives kind of jutting out at all angles. Alternian architecture, which be like that. In the center is a big old fire pit and some hastily made log benches and a little greenhouse in the back. But if you look up through the hollow courtyard center of this hive stem, you'll see a complex network of nets, and some people's raccoons are out here in the open, and there are just way more trolls of varying ages and varying blood colors that our three outsiders has ever seen before. This is like a whole new ball game. And as she's kind of bringing everybody into the center, you can hear Marcus outside starting to have his Lucis drag the trailer inside the courtyard.
I kind of imagined it was like a bay door that opened and then he just connects it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So, from the inside, you can all see a large bay door, a roll-up door that opens. And on the other side, you can see the trash trailer. The back doors fully open and connect to the bay. And Marcus immediately starts plugging in these wires from inside the trailer to these thick, like, let's say 4-inch wide cables that like ka-chunk together, and the trailer itself lights up as it connects to the power grid. I feel like immediately as he's doing that, he's being greeted by a little teal blood.
As all this is happening, this little teal blood with big, thick Coke bottle glasses and a briefcase of his own comes practically running over himself, like almost tripping down the metal stairs from the second floor, running full force into Marcus. Marcus, I thought you were... I heard about the explosion. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh my god. I'm okay. I'm okay. And like, I full on imagine that the troll like tackled him.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Tucked the shoulder, fucking. But Marcus is like lightly papping the other one's face. He's like, Quincy, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm home. We're safe.
You better be okay. Thank you. And from behind them, Mother is just kind of like waiting patiently with her little group of stragglers and goes, Quincy looks up from his moirail and he immediately scrambles to his feet, like dusting off his little trousers and adjusting his little tie. Sorry, ma'am. No worries, dear. We were all terribly concerned about today's events. But I need you to take this, please. And she hands off the legal pad where she had jotted down everybody's names. If you would take care of this for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And then you can go back to your little moirail duties, I promise. Yes, ma'am. And he scuttles off to a door kind of like on the wall to the right. It's clearly an office. It's got a name in jade ink on the office window. And it says, Mifera Vespe. Quincy is off doing his little thing, and Mother kind of lets the stress of the day melt away as she's back on her home turf. She turns to the little group and she's like, welcome home. I do apologize for the disturbance. Quincy can be a little bit of a worrywart, but he's got a fine heart. And, whew, well, something smells good, doesn't it? And she, is starting to, like, drop off her bags with the, robes that she's sort of collected, and I imagine Eldara and Divini are essentially unloading their stuff, their, like, personal belongings and their picket signs and whatever, and putting them back into their proper places. Everybody is kind of going to do their, like, reset, right? Leaving her with the three kind of outsiders. She leads you three, Loculo, Dorda, and Rayan, to a picnic table under this brightly colored awning that kind of like pokes into the courtyard on the left side, and sits you down. Now, let's get a look at everyone and make sure that there's no injuries going on. Briggs will be down in a little bit to check you three over. I'm gonna get some more water for you, Rayanne. Do you two, need anything? Please make yourselves at home.
Jordan just kind of awkwardly finds a place to sit down.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah.
I think I'd rather go to my own home, thanks.
Oh, and you can. You absolutely will. I'm not in the business of keeping people against their will. I'm just a little concerned about everyone's health and safety. Like I said, we're going to be having dinner here shortly, and we did make enough for guests. I hope you will stay. It's chilly night.
I do love me a bit of chili.
Yeah, and there's nothing like a chow down to help with some existential dread.
Very true.
Yeah, you all are gathered at a picnic table. Rayanne, there is I'd say a portlier burgundy blood that comes up to you with just a pitcher of water and a cup. Goes, hey, I heard you needed water. I got some for you, bud.
Oh, thank you, Libin, dear. Everyone, this is our esteemed chef. And he's prepared the chili for the evening. We grow all of our own food out here, don't you know? Right down to the beef grubs for the chili.
You can see.
Thanks.
Goes, oh, it's no problem.
He doesn't drink any of it.
Right. He goes, yeah, well, thank you. Esteemed chef is a little more professional than what I do, but I do what I can. Thank you again. Yeah, if you all need anything, I'm gonna be serving out the chili soon. Hope you like it. And he makes his way to the back. Don't say Pumat's soul. Shut up.
little guy.
I'm sorry.
I love him.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking my truth.
Speaking your truth by telling me I sound like Matthew Mercer. How could you?
To be fair, I did call Quincy Angus McDonald earlier.
Yeah, that is true.
Who's that?
It's a character from Adventure Zone.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Also, I think
Yeah, go.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think at a point, Arya's gonna just lean over to Div. I think she forgot to put my name on the census thing.
Yeah, I was trying to tell her, but she kind of walked away and started getting everyone else situated too quickly.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll make sure. I'm sure she knows. You're here all the time, so.
Hey, thanks, Div.
Are you saying this
course.
within earshot, or are you like elsewhere in the
I
corridor?
don't know, like he's leaning over and whispering, but it's very much like a stage whisper.
Okay.
It's like they're having like a private conversation in like the like that's very much not entirely private.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when do we get to go home? 'Cause I have to get back, and I live really far away. Where are we?
You hear Mother like opens their mouth to chime in, but another individual who walks up to the group and just goes, "Oh, well, you can go home soon. I'm here to check you all out and make sure you're doing well. Hello, I'm Briggs."
Oh, but you can call her teacher.
"Yes, teacher is just well." And she's gonna give you a once over. One moment.
Oh no.
Jorda's gonna kind of leave.
Ryan is
Sorry, I'll let you go.
Ryan is gonna kind of like look at her and like she's a little bit dumb, not in like a mean way, but in like he's clearly fine. He's wearing his hard hat. Nothing bad happened to him.
Is Aldara anywhere near?
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say you're near. I imagine you all sat down at the table.
She definitely waves enthusiastically at teacher, and judges her reaction.
Teacher sees you and waves back with a polite smile. And you are really quiet, Julie.
Yes, pleased. Chuffed even.
Chuffed.
Yeah, Julie, you're a little bit far away from your mic.
I was
Here.
holding it backwards.
That would do it.
That would do it.
Jorda's gonna kind
Happens
of
to the
lean
best of
over
us.
towards Makulo, and he's gonna be like, "All right, do you kind of get a little culty vibes from this place?"
Oh, no. We are a group intent on happiness and healing for all. It's not a cult, it's a family.
Jorda takes a swig from the flask.
Isn't that what cults say?
I promise
Now,
it's
you
like
may
old
not
way.
agree with our way of life.
I didn't say that. I said, isn't that what
But
cults say?
Urge.
Certainly, I'd believe you if you weren't currently getting schnoogered off that flask.
And I'd believe you if I didn't need this.
I mean, for what
I
it's
would
for what
say-
it's worth. Look, if this was a cult,
Go ahead.
I would be way more excited than I am right now.
I'm kind of surprised someone like you's even here in the first.
First-hand testimony. Not a cult.
Okay.
So it's not a cult because he hates it here?
Oh, okay, I didn't say I hate it here. I mean, like, it's alright.
Yeah, you could have fooled me.
Fucking teacher gives you all a once-over. None of you are, like, genuinely injured or anything like that. It may be, like, a little scuffed from, like, the blast of the explosives, but otherwise you're all primarily unharmed. Around this time, at the while she's finishing up her once-over of all of you, Libman comes around, the Burgundy from before, with huge bowls of chili. Divvies them out amongst you all.
I would also say that at this point, the big old dinner bell is currently going. Quincy has emerged from Mother's office and is dinging it rather loudly. The first wave of trolls from the hive stem are starting to come downstairs for dinner.
Free food and an explosion. Can this day get any better?
It's the
How many
We
spirit.
say that every
trolls-
time. About the food!
How many
not the
trolls is it?
explosion. Whew, goodness
Like, is it
gracious.
an overwhelming amount of trolls?
There is a large quantity of trolls. Not like enough to fill the seats, but like not anything over. They're pretty well organized from what you gather. Like
Decent sized camp.
yeah. Seems everyone is
Okay.
excited
I'm
about
trying
chili.
to gauge how nervous he would be.
Dinner.
Yeah, no, like Diviny is very much just like in this chili.
Dorda is very slowly picking at his.
Dorda, you have a small bite. You're picking at it. It's pretty good. Like, genuinely. I don't believe there's a time where you remember having a home-cooked meal, like, that wasn't, like, Nutriblock.
Microwave grubs for one.
Right.
Hamburger helper.
Just eat spam out of a can.
Yeah.
You're
Bam.
kind of cutting in and out a little bit.
That's
Oh,
because
no,
I had to switch to
robot.
push to talk. Because the neighbor was instead of barking.
No, like your internet's
Oh, like
fucking
you're
up.
roboting.
Oh, here, I can fix that.
But eating a spam out of a can is fucking diabolical.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't remember the last time you had like a genuinely like a home cooked meal made from scratch, and it is really, really fucking good. Despite the trepidation in which you meet it at.
He's gonna try to hold himself back for me to get too fast. I'm gonna say emphasis on the word try.
Right. Like take a couple bites, hold back for a couple of seconds. I need to time this out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Those who do try the food, the same experience. It is genuinely really good food.
Rayanne like reaches into his pocket and sprinkles something into the food and then eats it.
Eldara has her eyes closed and is praying. She hasn't eaten yet. It's been a solid amount of time.
She's just saying the longest grace to herself.
She really is. She's not
And you'll
saying it
see,
out loud. She is locked in.
like blessing every single person she knows.
Literally
Yeah.
every single person. She's doing
I would
a
like to
prayer
say
for them.
also that, like, this is not an uncommon sight. People praying over their food. It's not a requirement, and nobody's, like, leading prayer necessarily, but it is encouraged. I would say while Eldara is sitting in praying, she is joined next to her at the picnic table by her friend, a fellow Olive Blood. Her friend Easter, who's got big fluffy hair, sits down and starts and just kind of like nudges her in the shoulder to, you know, show that she's there, and starts praying, reciting the same thing right alongside her.
Eldara does not leave her reverence, but instinctively just puts her hand out for Easter to take, for them to pray at the same time. Offering her to take it.
Yeah.
Aww.
While that's happening, Rayanne, you feel a tug at your clothes, like on your right side.
He looks.
You see a small burgundy blood. Can't be more than like 5 sweeps. You know, they're pretty young.
Okay.
He looks at you and goes, "Are you a minor?"
Sorry. Yeah. Yes.
Do you have any cool rocks?
His eyes light up. He takes his backpack off. He completely abandoned his food. He takes his backpack off, puts it on the floor, and opens it. And it's like half actual stuff he needed and half cool rocks. And it's just like loose in there. Like there's clothes in there, and then there's just rocks on top of it. And there's food in there, and there's just rocks on. He's like, yes, I do.
He meets that enthusiasm. He has like a small little satchel on his side, and he like also sits down on the ground across from you and like starts pulling out cool rocks. He goes, "Oh my gosh, I love your rocks so much.
Your rocks are so cool. Where do you get rocks here?
Oh, well, usually I find them. Sometimes Eldara brings me some."
And Eldara just
That's
like
pretty
winks
cool.
an eye open, looks, smiles, and goes back. Very, very happy, but doesn't want to interrupt.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Your rocks are cool. So you're in a mine. You just have rocks all the time?
Yup. Rocks everywhere all the time. That's why I gotta wear my hard hat.
Oh, in
they
case they fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Can I have a hard hat?
That's why I
Do you
wear
have
this
another?
cool poncho. No, I don't have another one. But I'm sure you could get one somewhere.
He looks at Eldara. Can you find me a hard hat next time? Please?
Well, we could certainly look, buddy. Do you know where you got yours?
No, I just kind of have it.
Well, then we'll go on a
Sorry.
mission.
You just if you're in the mines, you just kind of have a hard hat. It's not something you get.
Oh.
I have one.
Rand crawled out of their egg with a
With a hard hat.
I was
with a
half.
hard hat on.
I came right out of there with one.
It's just the top half of the show.
But see,
Pupated
the
with
other
a hard
the
hat
other
on.
important thing, which I think you can do right now, is you gotta have one of these neat. This is not a real thing. He's totally just like selling this thing that he's done. Gotta have this poncho, because then when the rocks fall and they hit your head, they hit the poncho and they just roll off. They don't get stuck in your clothes.
You're so smart.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, I can't wait till I'm a grown up and I can have that.
I mean, you could have it right now. You just need like a blanket and you poke a hole in it and put your head through.
Oh, I
Are
have
his
one.
horns like look like they'd be difficult to get through a piece of clothing like that? Or does it look like reasonable?
I would say reasonable, not as inconvenient as yours.
Yeah, you just need to like cut a hole in a blanket, and then I think you got it.
They just look like little crystals.
Yeah. He goes, 1 second, and he's gonna gather up his rocks into a satchel and run off.
Rand puts his rocks back as well, so he can protect them. Nobody's stealing his rocks.
At this point, I want to say, Mother, who is making the rounds and just kind of like, she's not making a giant announcement about how things went today. She's kind of like touching base with different people throughout the crowd. She had just been talking with teacher about how things went, and she's kind of like going one by one. She's definitely all about personal connection, and she makes that very clear by her body language. She approaches every person a little bit differently, and it's clear that everyone here has a really good relationship with her. She notices this cute little exchange going on with Rayanne, and she kind of sidles up to the table and is like, well now, I see you've made a friend with our little Igneous.
Oh. The rock boy.
My headphones are cutting out.
Oh, damn. Well, to be fair, TK is not talking right
Okay.
now. Yeah, they're muted.
Thing crashed.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ate too many rocks. Can't speak anymore.
All rocked up.
Oh no, TK crashed.
Yeah.
Oh
Who-
no. Never mind.
Who
Owned.
who up rocking the Igneous?
Too much rocket autism.
Too much rocktism.
Rocktism.
Who up straight up metamorphicing your rocks. I don't know.
I promise I did not
Straight
bash
up-
my PC with a rock. It's just pretending I did for attention.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Straight up compressing it.
Hello?
Invite it. Let's just or say har. My sediment.
Hello? I'm here.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
I didn't hear what you prompted me with.
Oh, okay. Mother basically was just like, steps over to you and is like, oh, I hear you've made a little friend with our dear Igneous.
I'm not showing you my rocks. I'm not letting you have them, they're mine.
Oh, I don't want your rocks, sweetie. No, no, no. I'm just happy to see you have something in common with one of my children.
Yeah, I mean, rocks are cool, man. I don't know what to tell you. He likes rocks, I like rocks. Everyone likes rocks. If you don't like rocks, then what are you even doing with your life? Also, this chili is really good, but it's missing something. It is missing, it's missing a vital secret ingredient.
Are they gonna put some more
Missing
stuff from
what?
their pocket onto the chili?
Yeah. Like take a little bit, put a little
My
bit more
headphones
in.
are cutting out every other syllable for everyone.
Damn.
What exactly are you putting on your in the chili?
Well, I can't tell you, otherwise it wouldn't be a secret ingredient, would it? It's rocks.
Who do you whisper that to?
He whispers it really loud, like a stage whisper, but to Divinity. But like everyone can hear him. He takes some and he puts it in her food.
Oh, okay. You did not. Okay. Thank you.
Look,
Is it
Divinity,
basically salt?
Thank you. Oh, this is going to taste so good.
Arby is just gonna like slide his bowl past her. It's just you can have mine. I can just eat some grub corn when I get home.
It tastes
Oh,
good.
wait. Oh wait, I can't because my fucking microwave's broken.
Yeah, that
It
really
tastes
sucks,
good.
huh?
Try it. Just try it, okay? Just try it. It tastes good.
Oh, okay. I will try the rock. Okay. All right.
And she's going to try. She's going to try and eat the rock.
Roll the eat
Ha-
rock.
How does the rock taste in the chili?
Roll grit.
Yeah, how does the rock taste in the chili? Yeah, roll grit. I'll say difficulty 4.
Okay. What is her grit? Her grit is the D8. Okay.
How as a DM do you classify eating rocks?
I got a 6.
Okay, so you succeed. You initially try to like chew your chili, and then you realize that is not conducive to rocks. The taste is really good, and it might just be exactly what it needed, but like you gotta like swallow it whole, essentially.
Little pebbles of grit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Okay. So that actually was surprisingly good. I will admit. But are you supposed to chew it? Because I could not chew. I could not chew that.
I mean, you can chew it if you want. And he smiles, and you can see that there's chips in like all of his teeth.
Okay. That's. I think I will just swallow it. I don't think chewing it is for me personally.
All right. I'm glad you like it. It's really good. I think everyone should have it, but you know, some people they just don't understand how cool rocks can be. They just don't get it.
Arvi, try a bite.
Look, Div. And like this is like a genuine whisper. Div, I know you're my Moira and all. I'm gonna say this once as politely as possible. Fuck no.
Okay.
Does anyone else want some?
At this point, Mother is going to just be like, you know what? I am all in the spirit of trying new things. Absolutely. She kind of
Rand,
leans her
looks at
bowl.
her- looks at her like, you're not just trying to steal my rocks, are you?
I'm not trying to steal your rocks. If you would not like me to have any, I don't have to have any. I'm just always happy to share in other people's cultures and customs.
Rand takes just a little, but they're like big rocks, and puts them in.
Thank you. And she stirs her bowl and just kind of like looks at it on the spoon. It's like does a little shrug and like swallows the whole spoonful. So good.
Maybe you could show me next
You don't hear any
time.
like crunch, big crunch? She's just swallowing it whole.
Swallow
Yep,
that
just
shit.
swallowing it whole.
It's like swallowing a gobstopper.
Yeah.
Just You watch her just like,
Ooh.
thank you.
Yeah,
It's good
that's
for
gonna hurt later.
digestion.
Gonna throw up that rock later to keep it in the collection to steal it.
Oh my god.
Fiber when you got rocks, right?
It's reusable.
And when you say that little
Ew.
quip about fiber, your friend Easter next to you goes, "Oh no, fiber is actually a really important part of your diet. I could give you a list of vegetables and stuff that provide a better profile of fiber to your diet than rocks and minerals."
Oh, is that so, Easter? Why don't you send me a list, yeah?
Okay. And she grabs a napkin and just starts furiously writing about vegetables.
Appreciate that, love. Thank you. Eldora is deciding whether or not she will read the pamphlet. But she will absolutely accept it.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I'd say around here, fucking Marcus joins the table next to Luculo. Just goes, hey, you're a gold, right? All right. Stonewall. Hell yeah. You there, River?
River?
Snake.
Muted.
Snake.
They're muted.
Snake!
River, please.
Are they awake?
Are you awake?
Did River die on us?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Oofta.
Woofta! Oh my, that was a big one.
Fuck. Well,
I mean, look, if we need to improvise, I could keep talking about how Rayan eats rocks.
it's fine. I think we can probably just call it here if you would like.
Call it a cliffhanger, I
Yeah,
guess.
call it a cliffhanger.
The Chili Rock cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Chili Rock cliffhanger. You know what? Yeah,
River!
I think so. I would like to do a couple of things with y'all as the ending statements. We're gonna do a thing that I stole from Geno, and now I do all the time.
Hi. You're welcome.
So, for those who don't know what this is called Biggest Bitch.
Slash pause, not
Slash pause. Essentially, what this is at the end of every session, we all, like, as a party, vote on who was like the star player or the MVP, like who RP'd well.
Who's the funniest, who is the, has the best ideas, just whose performance you like the best.
And I wish I could figure out a way to make this more for our viewers as well. But for now, it's just going to be for us until I figure that out.
I think you can. Yeah, you can start a poll
Maybe
in.
next time we could do a poll in
I can.
the VOFT.
Yeah, in VOFT chat, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, in the chat
Drop
we can
Discord.
start a poll.
Or I was
No,
thinking,
in
like,
like
making
in
a
the
poll
in the
Yeah,
stream.
Discord server?
I'm pulling it up right now.
You can.
Oh, or
Yeah,
that.
you can start a poll in the stream.
Remember, Jet, this is completely up to you. And if
Well, you can
The person
only
you
have
don't
3
choose wins.
options.
Damn.
Oh wait, there it is.
What?
It
There
wasn't
you go.
like it wasn't
Just
moving for me.
strange.
oh, okay. Whew.
Freaky.
Come on. It'll only list 4
I'm
apparently.
sad I didn't get to use skedaddle yet.
We can do it in.
We'll
get there,
We'll
we'll get
do
there.
our own
You can
poll
do-
right now, and then we'll set up something to do a poll in the VOFT community server.
Actually, that does
What if
sound
you-
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What if you just do two, 3 polls, and then we just
Yeah.
Can you do more than one poll?
can you do more than one poll at a time?
I don't know.
Well, I was going to say we can do one poll, then we'll do the other, and then we let the last two face off.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because usually
TKO.
biggest bitch is 2 questions. So the amongst us gets 1 question, and then amongst the viewers gets another.
Polls! Stop the polls! Sorry.
All right. So I need 3 people remaining to do their votes. Let's see.
River is back.
River is back.
River's
I-
back.
I never left.
Oh,
We were calling you.
yeah.
We added you.
I think my brain turned off because I don't remember the last 20 minutes.
Okay. Well,
Guess
the
we'll have to
rocks.
watch the episode.
Yeah, I guess you'll have to watch the episode. Check out the VOD on VOFT.com. No,
Sorry.
you're good. If you go to the votes chat in our server, there is a poll for who is the MVP / like who is the like the star player who you think did like a really good job. Essentially, to continue the explanation on what biggest bitch is that what happens is whoever gets biggest bitch gets to ask me 2 questions.
And
This-
you can vote for yourself.
You can vote for yourself, but they get to ask me 2 questions in which I can answer them. I have to answer them entirely honestly, or I can choose not to answer. More often than not, I just answer honestly because I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. 4 votes currently on our players. I need 2 more.
Who ain't voted yet?
That would be River and I believe
I meant to hit somebody else. It's the only one close to the one I'd hit.
You
I
can
voted.
remove your
You can
vote
It
change
and
won't
do
let
it
me
again.
switch.
will it not?
On YouTube or
No.
Discord?
On YouTube.
Go to
Oh.
Discord in the
Oh.
votes chat.
Yeah, we have one in our Discord too. Like the Damocles Rising Discord.
I feel bad if I vote for myself.
Go
You're
for yourself.
allowed.
You're allowed.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Do it.
Okay, I liked what I did today.
Yeah. And River, you.
Whoa.
Whoa. River, please.
River, please
Hey,
vote.
everyone in that YouTube chat. Everyone in that YouTube chat, look at the poll. Vote for the person that
There
you
we
think
go.
did the best.
That
There
is
are only 3
6.
options on
Just
there.
character acting.
Unfortunately,
Just
Yeah.
it looks like
yeah.
we can't start a second poll.
Okay. Votes
have to
are
do it.
in
What the fuck?
with Eldara being the leader in our player-based poll, and Dorta being the winner in the viewer poll. I'll give you 1 each if you'd like.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here, I'm going first. I'm gonna ask. Who blew up that building? Who was that? Who really blew up that building?
Beat me by 1 second.
Who really blew up that building?
Mhm.
That is your biggest bitch question to clarify. Who blew up the building?
I would like to know, yeah.
Okay. A rebel faction of third-party mercenaries blew up that building.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like goons for hire type deal.
Yeah.
Can I
What?
my question for a while?
Can you pull it? I mean, you can.
No, can I?
Or what was it?
No, I just don't know what to ask yet. I didn't realize that this was like a thing, so I wasn't prepared to write down my questions yet.
You're good. I mean, this is
It's
I
very
know
casual.
Yeah, it's very casual. I mean, straw
Could I-
poll.
could I
Yeah, I'll
maybe
definitely.
ask it at the start of the next stream.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
We'll write it down.
Yeah. I'll put it in my notes that you have your biggest bitch question at the start of next stream.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, give some time to think about it. With that, let's see. I believe that closes it out. Do we want to go through everyone one more time as an outro, or and where to find each other, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. So, top of the order. Hi. Once again, I am Bryce, your humble dungeon master for this game, and alongside me is my partner Bug.
Hello, I'm Bug. You can find me on Blue Sky. Bug Hive System is my @ You can see it on the screen.
Mine is technically dead. We are commonly here on VOFT, among other projects and stuff. Speaking of,
You will also be able to hear me on Voxus's Let's Read Homestuck pretty soon here. So,
Yeah.
yay!
whoopee. Next up is River.
Yeah, hi. I'm River Witch VA or River Denisevich. You can currently find me on Blue Sky at River Witch, and Twitter at River Witch VA. I got nowhere else to advertise.
Hell yeah. Next up is Dorda.
Yep. You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitter, or whatever, with Quirky Smacks, or on some other things as Maxi Miles. What project is? What project soundpage? What project soundpage? Okay.
Chill,
Wow,
chill,
that's crazy.
chill.
It must be like a really good thing
Yeah, it
for
must
you
It's
to
a really
like,
good project.
Crazy.
Must be a really good
must
project.
be really good for you to
Yeah.
like
Be
risk your
so
career
for
like
it,
that.
yeah.
Risk your career.
Risk your career.
All right. Next up is Julie.
Hey, it's Julie or Jelly. Do not perceive me. I don't have anywhere to be found. And was I supposed to list my character again? I'm
No.
sorry.
No,
You're all
you're
good.
good.
All right. I am also in various places in VOFT, where I'm needed, when I'm needed, if I am possibly available, but that's been harder lately. I am casually involved in Project S, but so far that's just a something I've been following very enthusiastically.
And next up is Divinity.
Yeah, I am Melanie Archer. You can find me here at VOFT because I own this. You can find me at Melanie Archer VA on YouTube and Blue Sky. I mostly use the VOFT accounts. I'm gonna be real, which are on Blue Sky and Tumblr. You can also find me at other places, such as, once again, Project S. You can find me at Podfields. You can find me at CSAU, Dub, VHS,
Yeah, I
a
guess
whole
I'm
lot
in
of
that too.
places. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm doing VHS dub as well.
Next up is Geno.
Hello, I have been Geno. You can usually find me either here on VOFT as John Highswap, aka Zephyros. Otherwise, I do have a Blue Sky. You can go ahead and follow that as well. Or you can probably find me either at your local McDonald's or Mel's basement.
Yeah.
So true. And last,
Whoa.
Rayanne.
Are you putting me at the end because I'm short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
El Bozo.
Short.
I think I'm taller than you, Bug.
Yeah,
Stop
you are.
fucking
That's why it's funny.
giving me shit. Anyway, I'm TK. I'm TK. I use they them pronouns. I've been here playing Rayan, my little rock guy. I do Project S. And yeah. The @ on the screen is for my Blue Sky. That is the only place you will find this @ that has me.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, I did the sprite art.
Yeah,
I'm
they
glad
did
you
the
guys liked
sprite
it.
art,
You
which
did.
I have to change your
Yes.
credits because I'm a fucking fool. But yeah. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in, not next week, but the week after. We're doing every other week because I have a lot on my plate when it comes to tabletop stuff. So
We need time.
I need time to like
This
prepare.
is true.
But yeah.
We have how many campaigns going on at all times?
This
Like,
would make the third or
Yeah.
something like that.
Third and a half.
Third and a half.
We're not counting magical girls
Third and a
anymore.
half.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I forgot something. Can I say something that I forgot?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, hit the like button. And
So
once the
real.
video goes up as a VOD, I don't know if you can comment yet, but leave a comment. Say gravel if you liked the video.
Say gravel
Yeah,
if
say
you like
and
the
don't forget-
video. Agreed.
Tell us
If
your
you
Yeah,
missed the
and-
majority of
favorite
this
type
one or part of
of
this
rock.
one, yeah, if you add your favorite type of rock, you get bonus points.
Yeah.
Real.
Any
And if
gravelers
you're
in chat?
worried, maybe you missed part of this one or you'll miss the next one, don't worry, because these will automatically go up as VODs that you can find on the channel, and I'm sure they'll be making a playlist for it.
Yeah.
There's already a
Yeah.
playlist made. I made it at the beginning of the stream.
Yippee.
Hell yeah.
So you can find all of them there, bro. No need to sweat. But if you don't hit that subscribe button and comment gravel with your favorite kind of rock, I will be mad at you.
Yeah, TK will be
Sorry.
mad at you.
Yeah.
So you better do it.
I will be mad at you.
You just
If
have
you don't
to.
subscribe,
And also,
Dorna
Igneous will be
show up
sad.
Yeah, Igneous will be sad if you don't tell your favorite rock.
If you don't
Exactly.
subscribe, Dorna will show up at your household and try and sell you some bobbleheads at 3
No
a.m.
refunds.
He's got so many.
All right. With that,
He bought too much stock.
thank you for coming, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Toodles.